Hello, racing fans. Welcome back to another week of SRN Motorsports Historic Trans Am series here on the Xbox and Forza 3. And after a few technical glitches, we are ready to get up and rolling. This week we are at Silverstone. And once again with me is Strife in the broadcast booth. Hello, Strife.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Pleasure as always. As I mentioned, we are at Silverstone this week. We were waiting for the lobby to get set up and launched. Not sure on the exact layout of.
Spectate.
I did hit spectate. No, I didn't.
There you
we
go, buddy. Have a good race.
Fun times. Anyway, do not know which version of Silverstone this is, so it's going to be a surprise to me. I'm not sure about you, Strife. Any idea?
There are 7 different layouts to the modern day for Silverstone. This is kind of the British version of Sebring. Started on an airfield, got converted. 4 had the incorrect version.
Yeah, here we go.
It changes a lot.
I think we're loading. Think. Go, go, go. Still loading. There we go. And we are off.
There we go.
Yogurt apparently on pole with Schlepprock second. Jan Sansan qualifying third. And I didn't catch the rest of those as we head down. Okay, so we now see what it is. So it is the sort of standard layout of the circuit. No big surprises here with fastest lap on who got that. It was Hamilton and the overpowered.
Oh, we got a car
Mercedes.
backwards.
We have a car backwards. Where's that? Oh, there is a
looks like they're
big pile up way in the back there.
Looks like Hocus was involved. We got 3 Cougars all the way in the back. Must have been a cat fight.
they are definitely bunched up back there. I'm looking back at 14th right now with Face Palmer and Trashman still making contact going through there. Some of you may have noticed, because I just did, that it's actually raining. We are racing in the rain, so that could have a lot to do with a lot of bumping and carrying on going on here. Back in 18th, way back in 18th is Wildman. Patriot Flight has made it all the way back to 22nd, so I'm quite sure he was involved in something. Going to pop up to 9th, and it looks like we have another car off. Didn't catch who that was, but this rain and those slick tires certainly wreaking havoc on traction. Now, is this something they practiced for this week, or are they completely blind going into this?
The rain was predicted. We just did not know exactly how much rain. I believe currently forecast is looking at summer drizzle followed by cloudy.
Fair
It was
enough.
kind of a day of thing.
We're looking at TBK right now as he shoots up the inside of Diablo. Diablo getting that position back to a lot of. I hate to say it, but look at Diablo get going in through. I don't even know the turns anymore because they've changed this track so many times. So we'll just call that a turn. This is top quality professional broadcasting going on right here.
I believe that is the club turn.
Right at the start finish line. Gotcha. I get so disoriented on this track too, because especially with the tight view. And we had another car. Well, we got a big pile up of cars going with Optimizer as they go through Aintree. They're down the Wellington Straight right now. Again, Optimizer way back in 11th. Didn't quite catch who is that behind him. The tag keeps going off. So I'm going to have to put the overlays on here. Player focus. There we go. Optimizer with 4cam behind him. is that we haven't seen much of Forcam this season, have we? Because I don't recognize the livery on his car. Seems like they're all kind of stretching out here. There's not a whole lot of close racing going on. We'll go up to front. Yogurt's still up front, and he has Yan San behind him now, according to the timing sheet. That did not look like Yan San's car, though. Terrible camera angles, and these guys aren't close enough to really catch who's going on, who's where. We're getting that lovely metallic effect again. Not sure what changed between last week and this week.
We got another car.
There's cars off all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're looking at the mini map, there's dots. Unless they're going through. Are they on the? Oh, they're going through the pit. We have some people pitting.
Oh.
Hence some of those dots. It seems to me the pit stop for this. Yeah, if you look at the track map, the pit entrance comes off way before the start finish line. So they actually cut out 3 corners. Hence why everybody looks like they're way off track.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're pitting so soon.
I'm guessing, hoping maybe strategy is what's going on. Back again this week. Drink Cam. This evening, I am drinking a little Kraken rum and some Sussex Golden Ginger Ale. For all you maritime Canadians, Sussex Ginger Ale is personally my favorite. The only way to go. But it doesn't look like the drink cam's actually live right now. Yeah, that's weird. It's not live. Oh well, you get to see a picture of it anyway. I probably won't keep that up for very long because nobody wants to watch a static picture of my drink. And for those upper Canadians, no, Canada Dry is not the best ginger ale. You know who you're talking. You know who I'm talking to, Mikey. Still with TBK, battling with Diablo right now, making a run up the inside of Diablo. I don't think he's not going to make that happen. Any other good battles you see going on track?
I'm still keeping an eye out. We do have some more cars pulling into the pits.
Yes, some of the front runners there. Didn't catch who that was, but let me see. Who can we focus on? Yeah, I think this is still the best battle. Actually, we've got, just to change it up, looks like 10th. We have a battle going for 10th right now. Just change up with 4KM, T-Bird, and Severius. 4KM, T-Bird in that Cougar, one of the aforementioned Cougars. Severius in the 69 Firebird. And those are some wacky hubcaps or rims that 4Cam has going on with the spinner things on them. Whatever floats his boat. Quite sure they could be regarded as some sort of projectile by the track crew or the.
I think they're meant to emulate knockoff wheels from the 60s.
Possibly. Mind you, the knockoffs were only 2 spoke, were they not? if memory serves.
Some of them were 3-spoke as well, like the GT40s and such from the late 60s. Those
Okay.
were 3-spoke.
My apologies then.
You're all right.
My lack of information is very apparent.
They actually started out banning them on streetcars after the 50s and 60s because a woman was, well, it might be too graphic for audiences. Something ended up happening to a woman
Nobody
while they
watches
were
this
driving.
anyway. We have Sierra XR8 way back in 22nd right now. He's making a run towards Patriot, who's in 21st. And I'm going to go back to that. That is actually a very easy pass for Patriot, or for Sierra on Patriot, as it looked like Patriot went off onto the grass. Lack of traction really playing a role there. We have more people pitting. Gonna pop up to fourth with Evil Knight. He's got Big Ben right behind him, and just in front of him is Schleprock. Looking like a pretty good race for Schleprock so far. I think this is the highest we've seen him in a while. Again, these camera angles are terrible. Big Ben trying to make the move on the inside of Medieval Knight. Medieval Knight looks like he may have to get that position up. He's got the inside, though, coming through the second part of that corner.
Yeah,
and
that's the place you want to be on those section of corners, is on the inside of that long one.
Absolutely.
That is left field?
Heading through Woodcote and down towards this is the original start-finish line of the original layout as they head towards Cops. Schleprock pulling away now because of this fight. He's able to just run free and not have to worry about blocking, whereas Medieval Knight has to worry about his line and has to worry about Big Ben trying to make some sort of lunge or late break on him. So he's total defensive at the moment.
Glad to see these guys don't have to deal with puddles yet.
I imagine there'd be a lot of hydroplaning with these tires. Big Ben making the move on the outside. A lot of there's contact there, and Medieval Knight's going to lose that spot. Diablo is going to capitalize on that, but is going to get pinched on the apex of that corner and is getting pushed out wide now by Medieval Knight. This is a real brawl going on here as Diablo is gets pushed out wide. TBK trying to get in on this as well, going 3 wide down towards a corner. Okay, so they're down into the loop right now. That was Village that they were going into before 3 wide.
We're just now going through entry.
Diablo all over Medieval Knight's bumper there. Big Ben pulling away at this point, as is TBK. Medieval Knight, both Medieval Knight and Diablo would be running pretty high ballast at this point. As they are both high in the point standings. Medieval Knight currently running third, and Diablo, of course, running first. Master Big Chief, we haven't seen him yet on the screen, so I'm not quite sure where he's running. Let's do a quick rundown here just to see where our current second place is. Master Big Chief
16th.
Ballast really playing, wreaking havoc on him. Then we'll actually go back to him for a minute. As
I believe that might have been maybe perhaps a pit stop earlier.
Very, very possible. Yes, he's right behind Trigger at the moment, trying to make his way past what could potentially be a slower car for him. Again, it depends if he did indeed make that early pit stop. On lap 16 of 17, we forgot to mention how many laps we are running at Silverstone in the wet. Looks like just a mild shower at this point, not a torrential downpour. Of course, in Formula One, they'd probably have them all in and red flagged at this point.
All in the interest of safety, of course.
Yes, they don't want to get ruin poor Lewis's hair or anything like that. Speaking of standings, I might as well throw that up now. As where were we? There we are. Driver standings going into Sebring. As I mentioned, Diablo out in front, Master Big Chief second, Medieval Knight running third, Flight fourth, Big Ben fifth, Yogurt sixth, Severia seventh, Jansen San eighth, ninth is Trashman, 4Cam T-Bert wraps out your top 10. As those go stuttering by, my poor computer just trying to keep up with all the stuff on that I've got running here, but you get the idea of what's going on in the way of points in the current standings.
I am jumping up to Jansen and Yogurt. They were very close. The rain caused Jansen to drift out a little bit there. Looks like they're spacing out again, but they were bumper to bumper going into the Brooklands.
All right, I'll pop up to there as well. Yogurt's definitely made a gap on Jansen San. Not saying Jansen San can't catch back up to him. We shall see. Time will tell. Who knows what will happen? Definitely not me. I don't even know what day it is. You'll have to excuse me. I did not get much sleep last night, and higher brain function, even lower brain function, is not where it normally would be.
Looks like the rain has picked up a little bit.
I'm going to pop back to fourth as Medieval Knight and TBK are semi-close. TBK has jumped into the pits, so there goes that battle. Thank you very much. Ruining everything, and they are looking at the mini map here. They are all spread out right back to 15th. We'll pop back to 15th as we've got Trigger and Master Big Chief still battling for that spot.
Oh, up on the inside.
Tried to make it work. He's doing the switchback though, and yes, the rain is indeed picking up. You can see those puddles forming, and Master Big Chief really struggling for some traction right now as he's trying to get past Trigger.
Got to really hand it to those Mustangs, though, in the field, though. They're probably running 400 or less horsepower. And in the rain, their only advantage is the traction. And if they can't get traction, then it kind of sucks.
Yeah. I remember trying this, a couple of years ago when they first introduced rain into Forza, and it was a bugger. It was, what's the opposite of fun? I'm going to pop up to 12th as we do have TBK and Wagonator now battling for 11th. There is a slight battle between Trashman and Hocus back in 7th. Not super close at the moment. Yogurt's still in front. Jansen San currently running 2nd. Big Ben 3rd, Medieval Knight 4th, 5th, currently 5th is Optimizer, 4Cam T-Bird currently running 6th, Trashman 7th, 8th Hocus, Raceman up to 9th, Schlepprock 10th, Wagonator 11th, 12th TBK, Diablo currently running 13th, Trigger 14th, Master Big Chief 15th, Sierra XR8 is up to 16th now, Severius 17th, Face Palmer 18th, 19th is Wildman CB, Flight 602 is currently running 20th, followed by Sedlum in 21st, Patriot 22nd. We are just over halfway. And these cars are really spread out. We'll stick with this battle though, as it looks like Diablo's possibly gotten into this battle as well. Yeah, he's in 13th and slowly closing in on TBK. All right. Let's see. Is my camera still is still not working, so let me try and fix this here for a minute. Sorry, we lost audio there for a sec. If you wouldn't mind just saying what's going on there as I try and fix this problem.
All right, I am jumping back. Oh, all right. It looks like Hocus must have jumped into the pits. Yansan is by himself up in first place.
Jansen obviously has not pitted yet, so there is that to keep in mind. And I think I've got my camera working again here. Yes, I do. Back to the drink cam.
All
Cheers,
right.
boys.
Looks like we've got a nice group between 14th to 16th, possibly 17th as well.
All right, I will pop back to that.
Sarvari is looking up on the inside of Sierra.
I wonder how that Mustang is enjoying the the rain. It's a twitchy bastard to begin with.
Exactly. Even in the dry, the 65 is a handful.
Season after season, Sierra keeps going back for it, though. I don't know why he hates himself, but he does, obviously. Currently on lap 10 of 17. Again, this is probably one of the more boring ones to broadcast. These cars are stretched out because of lack of traction. Except for this little group here. 11th, 12th, and 13 are relatively close as well. That's Racer Man.
Sarvari Sierra's taking it back.
Trash Man all over the back of Sierra now.
That Mustang's got to be hurting for power and traction.
Oh, a little bit of touching there. Severus able to hold on to that position that he stole from Sierra. Sierra going up the inside, though. He's got the proper racing line through there, but not able to get that position back. Still looking to... We've got Hocus now in on this action as well. Trashman. So we've got Severius, Sierra, Trashman, and Hocus battling for the 14th spot. Trashman all over Sierra's bumper as he is wanting to get past that Mustang as quick as possible. I don't think the track conditions are gonna to help him by any means, but he again he does have probably the better car traction wise in this race, but again it all comes down to driver skill. Sierra is known for being a very good driver in this series. But for some reason, again, he keeps picking that 65 Mustang. Yansan stands still out in front. we've got Big Ben going into the pits, followed by Medieval Knight and Optimizer jumping into the pits as well. 4Cam T-Bird is still staying out, and Yogurt's back in 7th or 6th. Schleprock is now in 7th. I'm going to pop to there quickly because they are actually relatively close on track. So it's Wagonator on the back of Schleprock's bumper, as they are really struggling for traction now. You can, as I mentioned before, the puddles are really starting to show now and form. Got to give it to Turn 10. They did a really good job animating the rain. As Big Ben comes out of the pits right beside Schleprock there, it's going to make for an interesting battle. As you can see the sparks coming off of Schleprock's car as Big Ben tags him slightly. It's hard to predict, trying to get what your opponent's going to do as they're going into a corner. If you're going to be able to get into that corner, is he going to push wide? Is he going to, be able to hold his line? So going outside through some of these corners, definitely going to be, taking your car's life into your own hands. Schleprock doing a good job managing that position, though, over Big Ben. I think Wagonator kind of lost out on that there. If he was closer, that he could have jumped that position on Big Ben. Let's see what else is going on track. Yan Zan still has not pit, and he is not pitting this time either, as he is electing to go past the pit entrance again. I think by far is this battle for 5th. Or technically battle for 4th, but right now Wagonator is putting pressure onto Big Ben. Got a close battle going on back in 11th. We got Trigger and Master Big Chief again. Master Big Chief on the outside. Not sure he's going to be able to make it that stick going through there, but he does have the straightaway here to try and get past him. I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to get past Trigger at this point going through it. Yeah, he lets off slightly. Best, wisest choice going through there. That's a very high speed corner, and with all this rain and wetness, it could have been bad. 4Cam T-Bird now under attack from Trigger. As Trigger goes slightly wide coming into that corner.
It looks like this group is either going to tighten up or they're just going to go single file.
Which group is that?
The group we're in, I believe it's 4th place all the way to 8th place. Just kind of following in line here.
Yeah, it looks like definitely 5th, 6th, and 7th are quite close at this point. And yet again, we're with Medieval Knight, who's always in the action, as TBK is going around the outside of him and gains that position, or gains it back. We kind of joined that battle late, so we're not sure what the actual running order there was, but I have a feeling that he actually just gained that position from Medieval Knight, as Medieval Knight is once again is running that heavy ballast along with Diablo. Big Ben up in 3rd currently. leading this whole group. And there is now a battle for that third spot. I'm just going to pop up to that quickly. It's Schleprock's going on the outside of Big Ben. Under braking going through the apex of that corner and has to duck inside, but makes the switchback and may actually make this happen, and does. He's able to get around Big Ben there. That was a great pass. Set that up perfectly. Whether it was intentional or not, who knows, but that worked out perfectly as he baited him one way and then snuck in the other way and was able to hold the traction and power on through there.
And meanwhile, we also have a battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th. They are trading positions in each turn they've gone through here. We've had Medieval Knight, Diablo, and TBK trading positions for the last 3 corners now.
Yes, TBK is now behind the group of 3 there. He's trying to make the pass again on Medieval Knight, as Diablo has gained the most out of this, going heavy into braking. Really close coming through there. TBK has to give up the position, or not gain the position at that point. But Medieval Knight does lose a position to TBK again.
Oh, I believe the rain has let up. We're just dealing with the wet track and fog now.
How quickly does the track dry up in these sort of conditions?
I don't think it will. It usually, I mean, you could be looking at 10 laps, and we've only got 3 or 4 left, so I don't think it's going to be drying up much. At least it won't get worse.
There's that, unless Mother Nature decides to turn things right around again and torrential downpour. That'd be kind of funny, actually. I'd love to see that happen. As big, no, screw you. I'm giving you all the rain right now. Gonna pop one place up there slightly just so we can get TBK's battle with Diablo, as Medieval Knight's falling back slightly. Yan San still leading this group. Yogurt has gained quite substantially on him, however. Big Red currently running 3rd, Wagonator 4th. Schleprock has now fallen back to 5th after that fantastic pass. Not quite sure what happened to them, but you can actually see Schleprock right ahead of Diablo in our picture right now. So they're all according up quite a bit now. 3rd on through to 8th, very close, and we're just going to stick with this battle. I'm popping up to 4th as Wagonator and Big Ben are very close, leading this group. But again, the close battle still seems to be for 6, as TBK is trying to get past Diablo. Diablo very wisely putting his car exactly where it needs to be to fend off TBK. Got to be frustrating for TBK, because he's probably got the faster car because the ballast/PI restrictions that Diablo is currently running. But I think Diablo is just playing the smarter race at this point, or the smart race, we'll call it. Not smarter. It's just a smart race. A little wide coming out of cops there.
All right, the fog has lifted. May see a improvement in track condition quicker than had predicted. It'll be interesting to see what kind of battles come up now with the track drying up.
Big Ben still holding on to 3rd, Wagonator 4th. Schleprock has a bit of gap to Diablo back in 6th, but TBK is now fallen back to within Medieval Knight's reach. Optimizer back in 9th, he's got that kind of all by himself. Again, still battle going on with Trigger, Master Big Chief, and 4Cam for 10th. As I'll pop back there very briefly. We're with 4Cam T-Bird as he's making lunge. Oh, and Master Big Chief tags Trigger, sending Trigger sideways, but Trigger able to recover that from the spin and actually gains the position on 4Cam. 4Cam gets it back. They keep giving it back and forth there. Now Master Big Chief has actually got the position, and Trigger has fallen behind the three of them. But now Trigger is back on the inside and pushing past. A lot of, yeah. Trigger is now backwards, pointing the wrong way. 4Cam has gotten past Trigger. Nothing malicious there. They were all driving very aggressively, trying to get that position. Unfortunate for Trigger that he got the worst of it and is actually now back to 14th. Sierra XR8 up to 11th. Right behind Master Big Chief, who was in that battle that we were just talking about. Looks like 3rd through 8th is now spread out, except for 7th and 8th, and I'm guessing that's still TBK and Medieval Knight. Yes, it is. Once again, folks, it is the Medieval Knight Show for the 7th race running. We got 2 laps to go.
I believe we may have missed Yansan pitting because Yansan and Yogurt are back up front. And Yogurt would not be that close to Yansan in my predictions without Yansan pitting, so we must have missed it.
Perhaps because Yansan did have a good qualifying. He started 3rd, I believe, if memory serves me correct. So this is very possible the lead battle here. We're watching them come past the pit entrance now, or on the mini map, and once again Yansan goes by it. Yogurt's forever getting closer, though. We're just going to pop up to that battle. We might as well give the leaders their airtime. It's nice to see a challenger out front as well.
Track definitely looks much drier. Seems I was wrong about turn 10.
What? You're never wrong. Neither am I. I'm always right as well. It's kind of nice to see different cars out front for a change, isn't it? And that's what the whole ballast PI system is meant to do, is meant to, reel in those fast guys and make it the racing, that much more enjoyable. Battle for 3rd going on right now, so we'll pop on back to that with Wagonator and Big Ben. Wagonator is gaining on Big Ben. Quite sure these drier tracks are certainly helping Wagonator with his rush, as Schlepprock gaining as well.
Speaking of the drier track conditions, I decided to check in on our fellow Mustangs and see how they're doing. They have made it to the front of their group respectively. Master Big Chief and Sierra are leading their pack. Nice to see the Mustangs have finally managed to get some dry ground, quite literally.
Wagonator looking on the outside of Big Chief or Big Ben there. As they're about to head on, come through the Woodcote down the straight towards
We are on our
Cubs.
final lap.
All right, with that, we will head up to the battle for first then.
This race feels faster than the last one.
It's not a bad thing. I'm tired. Let's get to bed. Old man needs his needs his sleep. Yan coming around left field. As they head down past what used to be the old start-finish line and down into Cops. And in through Beckett's and Chapel. And Maggots before that. And the well-known Hangar Straight is now in front of them. Only a few more turns left in this race. Can Yan hold on to it? Will his nerves cave and will he go flying off the track? We shall see. He'll hate me for saying that. No pressure, Yan. No pressure, Yan. You've got this. Heading down through Vale, sorry. He's an old pro at this, so this should not. As he crosses the finish line to finish first, followed by Yogurt. Big Ben currently third. There's still a battle going on for third. Oh, come on. There he goes. He crosses the line just ahead of Wagonator in fourth. Schlepprock finishing fifth. Great finish for Schlepprock. Diablo sixth. TBK seventh. Medieval Knight 8th, Optimizer finishing 9th, and back to 10th is Master Big Chief, followed by Sierra, Hocus in 12th, 13th Severius, 14th Trashman, Face Bomber running 15th, RR Flight 602 about across the finish line in 16th, followed by Wildman CB, and I think that is Sedlum crossing the line in 18th, 19th Racerman, 4KM T-Bird 20th. Trigger has fallen all the way back to 21st, so something happened there. Not quite sure. We're going to switch over to his car. He is going very slow. I don't know why.
Looks like something ended up happening more with 4KM as well. 4KM's 20th. 4KM was slow crossing the line.
Yeah, is fuel an issue here? Because he's weaving back and forth. So we're going to actually go up to Patriot now, who's leapfrogged up to 21st because of that. Would, as I said, would fuel be an issue at this track?
If everyone did their pits, no, it shouldn't be an issue. The cars usually with the worst fuel mileage would be the Javelin in this series.
And he's about to cross the start-finish line there for 21st. And, yeah, Trigger, something's up there because he's just crawling along as he's about to get lapped by the Drivatars. So there you have it, folks. Actually, the race got better as we went on, and it was, pretty exciting towards the end, which was nice to see. I think he's getting a push there by Wagonator's Drivatar. And Medieval Knight, so he may make it across the start-finish line yet. We're not sure. I'm not sure what the end game timer is. It's probably like 5 minutes on this, but we won't watch this till the end. Now he's getting pushed by Master Big Chief's Drivatar. For anybody who hasn't played Forza, once you cross the start-finish line, the AI takes over, called the Drivatar, they take over and finish the cool down lap for you, so you can go on and celebrate or whatever it is, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. But so right now, he's being pushed across the line by driver tires, which is hilarious. It's still that way. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Before I get going too far and before I lose all the audience, I'm going to try this again. So we have here, there we go. We have SRN Motorsports stickers. They're about a 3-inch sticker, so that's the white one. And this is the the chrome one, the reflective one. I've got some of those that I'd like to send out to anybody that leaves a comment in the YouTube video. How do you get to the YouTube video if you're watching on Twitch? Very good question. I will have to put it in my, if it's not already in my profile, I'll put the link to my YouTube channel in the profile, and you can go there and just leave a comment, and I will pick 2 winners, 2 people that have left comments from anybody that leaves comments, and I will mail them out a couple of those stickers free of charge, compliments of SRN Motorsports. With that, where are we off to next week? We're still on our European leg, I assume.
Yes, we are. Next week will be dry. Shouldn't have to worry about rain. And just a moment, I'm getting the information.
No rush. We're not going anywhere. Anybody going anywhere?
Oh, we're going to France. We will be going to the Bugatti circuit at Le Mans.
Oh, the Bugatti circuit. Interesting. That's got some interesting corners in it. We'll have to wait and see how each car handles that circuits, because there's some pretty tight sections there, and then there's some long straights as well, if memory serves me right. Start.
Track for cars like the Mustang and the Challenger.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. So thanks for everybody for watching. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Strife, for sitting through this with me yet again. Thanks to our viewers. I see we have 7 currently. I think that's a new record for me.
Nice.
Congrats. Maybe someday I'll make it to 10. We can only dream. So yeah, we'll thanks for everybody for watching. I will try and remember to post that link to the YouTube video, and make sure you comment and have a chance to try and win those stickers. On behalf of all the drivers, have a good week and goodbye.